Carly, we love to keep it local, and that's exactly what we're doing because I know you are the queen of games. You love talking about how much games you play in your house. Well, we've got a new one, and guess what? Made right here in the Bay Area from two women from Sarasota.
Yes, let's bring them in. We have Jill Ramsey, Jane Bennett, all to tell us about Socially Twisted. All right, ladies. Jill, let's start with you. And this has actually been several years in the making. By the way, the game out now on Amazon, but take us back several years ago, which I love to hear these stories of you and your brother playing when you were a kid.
Thank you so much, both of you, for having us on. And yes, I was born in the 60s, grew up in the 70s. Our form of entertainment was always board games, ranging everything from Password to Monopoly to Candyland, you name it. We also grew up on all of the game shows after school. So my brother and I, while he was living in Chicago, created a board game, and it did extremely well back in the 90s. However, that was pre-social media. It was pre-sales on the internet. We gave it a rest, and I rebooted it 2 years ago after my children were grown. And I called my good friend Jane, who's a great marketing executive, and said, "It's time. I'm ready to start playing games again."
And Jane, let's bring you in here. What was it about Socially Twisted that you're like, yes, I want to help out a friend. I want to be a business partner in this. What grabbed your attention?
Well, bear in mind, it actually wasn't Socially Twisted at that point. It was the original game. But being a lover of games anyway, and a lover of the English language and fun and improv, I was obviously fascinated, and it was important to us to really test out the game on focus groups and see where it took us. And the feedback was amazing. The primary feedback from everybody from all ages, from 12 to 75, was that it needed to be edgier. And then we went into the branding exercise, which I'm sure you understand was fun, and it went on for a while. And Socially Twisted actually came out of that. And Jill and I actually laugh regularly that she's the socially and I'm the twisted.
Well, and explain, if you can, quickly what the game actually is. When I was reading about it, it kind of seems like an adult Mad Libs kind of thing, where, again, you're playing with language and coming up with twisted stories.
Correct. And fortunately, we have a lot of people saying way better than Cards Against Humanity because those cards get boring. What you have is some funny stories on a card that are a given card, and then you have a card with words. You're basically improvising a story in 60 seconds or less. And everybody can play it. You don't even know how good you are until you get started. Jane, do you want to talk about some of the other elements, like our app?
Well, it really is absolutely hysterical. That I must totally infuse. And whoever you get playing it, whether they're whatever age they are, it's amazing how their imaginations run riot and they start saying the most absurd things. And what makes us totally unique with this very competitive game is that we have the physical game, which you can buy on Amazon, but we also have an accompanying app, which you can download from any of the app stores for free. There are teaser packs on there, and then you can also buy the full game. The app enables you to actually be able to play anywhere in the world virtually with anybody, either through an individual quick play where you shoot a video, send it to a friend, or you can form a group and have a party and play all together online. So it really is ultimately what sets it apart.
Job well done. We're out of
Yes.
time, but let's go ahead. Amazon, you can get it now. You ladies have been so nice to do a special code for us where you can get 20% off. I love it. I can't wait to play. As professional storytellers, that's what I think we are, Natalie. I want to try it.
You know what, Carly, with us having such a distance these days, I think this is like the perfect plan for us, right? Done and done. Socially Twisted.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Keep you posted, okay?
We never stop laughing, I promise.